Hello and welcome to Season 2 of Chem in 3. We begin with these 3 molecules. This first one here with black representing carbon, white representing hydrogen, and green representing chlorine. I would like you to draw the full structural formula for this molecule, draw the condensed formula for this molecule, name it, and then explain and give the conditions for how it undergoes an addition reaction with hydrogen. And then we have this molecule. The blue represents nitrogen, and again the black is carbon and the white hydrogen. Here I would like you to classify this molecule as either a primary, a secondary, or a tertiary amine. And finally I have this large molecule made up as a result of a condensation reaction, one in which water was removed. Again, note that red is oxygen. Here we have a double bond, white is hydrogen and black is carbon. Can you observe the 2 molecules that reacted together by the condensation reaction to produce this? What class of molecule is this? And what are the 2 molecules that went into producing this? Name the 2 constituents that reacted together by the condensation reaction to produce this product. And name the class of molecule that this product belongs to. Stop and work on these, and then we'll take a look at the answers. And here in our first model we can see 1-chloropropene with its point of unsaturation, making this an ene or an alkene, and the presence of this green here, which signifies a halogen, which in this case we designate as chlorine, and we give this entire structure the name 1-chloro, with this being carbon 1-chloropropene, with no need to designate the position of the ene, which must be on 1 if it is not mentioned. A typical reaction of 1-chloropropene is an addition reaction with hydrogen, and this reaction would happen with a nickel catalyst at 150 degrees Celsius. And here we have the product of 2 of the models, the alcohol and the carboxylic acid. They come together in a condensation reaction to produce an ester and water. And here we can see the structure of this carboxylic acid, acetic acid, or ethanoic acid. And here we see the structure of the alcohol. The proper IUPAC name for this alcohol would be propan-2-ol, with 1, 2, 3 carbons in the straight chain, and the alcohol group, the ol, on the second, or in the middle carbon, which would make it propan-2-ol. And finally we have this structure here with a nitrogen in the middle attached to 2 CH3 groups on either side, and the third bond in the nitrogen being made up of a hydrogen. This is a typical case of a secondary amine. A tertiary amine would contain 3 CH3 groups, and a primary amine would have just the 1 CH3 group. The name of this secondary amine is dimethylamine, with 2 methyl groups attached to this nitrogen and a hydrogen attached here.